We have to prepare and evaluate the calcium gluconate injection 10% weight by volume. So let us first see the requirements. Ampoules, beakers, conical flasks, syringe, autoclave, stirrer, spatula, G4 filter, gloves, etc. etc. So these are the requirements to prepare the calcium gluconate injections. Slides are changing now. Okay. So let us see the principle of this calcium gluconate injection. So calcium gluconate injection is used as calcium replenisher and it is administered intravenously or intramuscularly. It is used as calcium replenisher, and I hope you know the use of calcium in our body. So calcium is essential for the development of bones, teeth. It is also useful in the contraction of muscles and also useful in the heart and various other, also useful in the maintaining tonicity of your blood. So these are the various applications of calcium. So that's why calcium is very important. It is an essential ions in your body. So and it is usually administered by intravenously or intramuscularly. So injection is a supersaturated solution of calcium gluconate. If you're going to dissolve 10% of calcium gluconate in 100 ml of water, there will be a supersaturated solution. एट ए टाइम अगर आप 10 ग्राम पूरा 100 ml में डिजोल्व करने की कोशिश करोगे तो आफ्टर सम टाइम यू कैन सी दैट some traces of calcium gluconate will not dissolve completely. So what does it means? It is a supersaturated solution. Up to 9.5 gram the solution may becomes completely clear, but for remaining 0.5 gram the solution becomes supersaturated solution, and that's why you're not able to soluble it completely. So in order to overcome this problem, there is some solution. Calcium disaccharide is added as a stabilizing agent to the solution, so that 0.5% of the calcium 5% of the calcium gluconate is replaced with the calcium disaccharide. So as we have seen earlier, the 10 gram of calcium gluconate form a supersaturated solution. So out of this 10 gram, we are going to replace 5% of calcium gluconate with the 5% of calcium disaccharide. And when you add this calcium disaccharide, then there will be a clear solution. So we can avoid the problem of supersaturations by replacing 5% of calcium gluconate with the calcium disaccharide. Then the solution has tendency to crystallize out on cooling. As this is a supersaturated solution, once you cool it or if you kept it in a refrigerator, it may start crystallizing. At the cool condition, the ion starts crystallizing, and even if there is a presence of a minute nuclei or minute particles in your solution, this particle will work as a nuclei and it will helps in the formation of crystals. So that's why we have to prevent the formation of any nuclei, or we have to keep the solution completely clear. Even if a presence of minute particle, that minute particle will helps in the formation of crystals. So that's why the solution must be completely clear and it must be free from all type of nuclei. It is mandatory to ensure that the solution is free from solid particles, as we discuss now. So this may act as a nuclei and causes recrystallization of calcium gluconate. Refrigeration of solution to be avoided because cool condition favors the formation of crystals, and if the calcium gluconate injection filled in vials as a rubber closer may introduce the fragments that might result in the crystallization of calcium gluconate. So if you are going to fill this calcium gluconate in a vials which is having the rubber closures, so during some period the fragments of rubber closure are going to enter into your solution. So again, these fragments of the rubber closure will be responsible for formation of crystals. So that's why we are never going to store this calcium gluconate in a vials. So this calcium gluconate injection must be always stored in ampoules. Injection is heat stable and can be sterilized by autoclaving. So there is no problem of sterilization by using autoclaving. On cooling, it crystallizes out as it is a supersaturated solution. And if the 5% of calcium gluconate is replaced with the more soluble salt of calcium, this tendency to crystallize out can be avoided. Means if 5% of calcium gluconate is if replaced with the more soluble salt, that is calcium disaccharide, अगर आप कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट का 5% रिप्लेस करोगे कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट से, तो that can prevents the crystallization. Now 5% of calcium gluconate means how much quantity? Here your doubts may get clear. 10% weight by volume. 10% weight by volume means as per IP we have to prepare the 10% of calcium gluconate injection. So 10% of calcium gluconate means 10 gram of calcium gluconate in 100 ml. But if we are going to add this whole quantity of calcium gluconate in 100 ml, there is formation of supersaturated solution and this solution may get crystallized. And crystallized solution is no more useful for the parenteral preparation. So we have to avoid the crystallization. And what is the reason for crystallization? This 10 gram of the calcium gluconate. When you trying to dissolve this 10 gram complete quantity of calcium gluconate, there is formation of supersaturated solution and that's why it crystallize out. अभी यहाँ पे हमने sentence क्या लिखा है? If 5% of calcium gluconate replaced with more soluble salt of calcium, 5% of calcium gluconate. अभी हम कंसिडर करते हैं कि 10% ऑफ कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट. अभी कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट का टोटल क्वांटिटी कितना है? 10 ग्राम. अभी 10% ऑफ कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट, 10 ग्राम का 10% कितना होता है? दैट इज 1 ग्राम. ठीक है, 10 ग्राम का 10% 1 ग्राम. सो 5% ऑफ कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट इट मींस 0.5 ग्राम. So this 0.5 gram of calcium gluconate we have to replace with the more soluble salt, that is calcium disaccharide. I hope your doubt might be getting clear कि how much quantity of calcium gluconate we have to replace with the calcium disaccharide so that we can prevent the supersaturation and ultimately the crystallization. Standards. Once you prepare this calcium gluconate injection, the final injection shall contain not less than 8.5% and not more than 9.4% of the stated amount of calcium gluconate. हमारा stated amount कितना है? 10% of calcium gluconate. And as per IP, the limits are not less than 8.5 and not more than 9.4%. Description. Calcium gluconate is a white crystalline powder or crystal colorless. Solubility, it is soluble in cold water and freely soluble in the boiling water. And that's why the main precaution with handling of this parenteral preparation is that it should not be refrigerated. पहले भी हमने इसमें पढ़ा है कि this calcium gluconate injection is never kept in refrigeration or it should not be kept in cold condition, because at cold condition it get saturated and it starts to crystallize. So that's why we have to always keep it at room temperature so that it will not form any crystals. pH of this solution shall be in between 6 to 8.2 and the pyrogens complies with the test for pyrogen using not less than 0.2 gram of calcium gluconate per kg of rabbit's weight. Labeling. Strength as percent weight by volume of calcium gluconate equivalent to total amount of calcium. Strength as a percent, कितना percentage calcium gluconate आपने add किया है? 10% calcium gluconate or 5% or whatever it is, you have to mention that percentage. Then solution containing any visible particle must be avoided. This is main labeling instruction. If there is any visible particle in ampoules, we have to discard that ampoules. It is not useful. Percent of added stabilizing agent. Now, what is the stabilizing agent in this injection? That is calcium disaccharide. As this calcium gluconate, 10% calcium gluconate get crystallizes, it forms supersaturated solution. So in order to stabilize this supersaturated condition, we are going to add calcium disaccharide. So calcium disaccharide is a stabilizing agent. Store at room temperature. Do not refrigerate it because cold condition is not favorable. It may causes the crystallization. Then storage condition. Is a supersaturated solution and must be completely free from the solid particles. It must not be refrigerated or stored under the cold condition. As we discussed 2-3 times now, it should not be refrigerated, it should not be kept at cold condition. So this cold condition is favorable for the supersaturation and ultimately formation of crystals. Formulation consideration. Drug. First is the drug, that is calcium gluconate, is a white crystalline powder or granulated, sparingly soluble in the water but freely soluble in the boiling water, insoluble in alcohol, compatible with oxidizing agent, citrate, soluble carbonate, phosphate and tetracycline. Solvent. So generally for all parenteral preparation, water for injection is widely used as solvent. And solubility can be increased by adding the stabilizer, that is calcium disaccharide. So a 10% weight by volume solution tends to crystallize, and in order to avoid this crystallization, there is solution, that is replacement of 5% calcium gluconate by the calcium disaccharide. 10% solution get crystallized, that's why we are going to replace 5% of calcium gluconate by calcium disaccharide. But calcium chloride cannot be used. This is very important instruction. Uh, this is very favorite question of any examiner. Why to replace 5% of calcium gluconate? Why not to use calcium chloride instead of calcium disaccharide? So you always remember that 5% calcium gluconate is always replaced by calcium disaccharide, but not by the calcium chloride, because this calcium chloride can causes the irritation and tissue necrosis at the site of injection. जहाँ पे भी आप injections दोगे which contain calcium chloride, so it may causes the irritation and tissue necrosis at the site of injection. So that's why 5% always replaced by the calcium disaccharide only, but not by calcium chloride. And the pH adjustment, no buffer is added. Tonicity, it is a hypertonic solution as it contains the as it is nearly a supersaturated solution, so that's why it is a hypertonic solution, and that's why this solution must be administered by slow IV infusion. IV infusion और IV injections में क्या डिफरेंस है? इंजेक्शन मतलब क्या है? जो 5-10 ml का इंजेक्शन आता है एम्पुल्स, उसे ब्रेक करने के बाद डायरेक्टली इंजेक्ट कर देंगे, दैट इज IV इंजेक्शन. And IV infusion means that is saline injection, which enters into your bloodstream drop by drop. आपने saline injections देखे होंगे कई बार. So nurses are going to adjust the speed of this infusion, either 1 drop per second or 1 or 2 drops per second likewise. So when you adjust the rate of infusion, and what should be the rate? Very slow IV infusion, so that when you administer this hypertonic solution by slow infusion, drop by drop will enter into your bloodstream and it will become isotonic with the blood. So what happened if you administer at high speed, just like your injection? So when you administered at high speed, hypertonic solution will enter into your bloodstream and it may damages your RBCs. Your RBCs may get damaged. It may rupture. So that's why it must be always administered by slow IV infusion, drop by drop. So when you administer drop by drop, single drop will enter into your bloodstream and immediately it get isotonic with your blood. Preservative not required because it is for the single use. One ampoules to be used at a time. So that's why there is no requirement of single use. Sterilization, it is heat stable drug, so that's why it can be sterilized by autoclaving at 15 psi at 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Container filled in a unit dose container, either type 1 or 2. So only type 1 or 2 are suitable for the parenteral preparation, and type 3 is not suitable for the parenteral preparation. Rubber closer with the vials cannot be used, as we discussed earlier, because the fragments of rubber closer can causes the crystallization. This is the formula of your preparation. Quantity given for 100 ml, 9.5 gram of calcium gluconate, and the remaining 5 gram, 0.5 gram. As we have seen the title of this calcium gluconate injection, we have to prepare and submit the 10% weight by volume. तो यहाँ पे कितना ग्राम है कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट का? 9.5 ग्राम. तो ये रिमेनिंग 0.5 ग्राम का हमने क्या है किया है? That remaining 0.5 gram is replaced with the calcium disaccharide. Now you might be thinking that the quantity is not 0.5 gram. ठीक है? You might be thinking that if 9.5 gram is given for calcium gluconate, then there must be 0.5 gram of calcium disaccharide. But the condition is that if you look at the factor in Indian pharmacopoeia, 0.5 gram of calcium gluconate is equivalent to 0.357 gram of calcium disaccharide. So that's why instead of 0.5 gram, we are writing here as 0.357 gram, because this 0.357 gram is equivalent to 0.5 gram of calcium gluconate. Again, this is favorite question. Then water for injection, quantity sufficient to 100 ml. Then quantity taken for. So examiner may ask you to prepare and submit 5 ampoules, 10 ampoules, 6 ampoules. So according to this, you have to adjust the quantities. Then the role, calcium gluconate uses calcium replenisher, calcium disaccharide as a stabilizer, and water for injection as a vehicle. Procedure: first, 5% of calcium gluconate replaced by the calcium disaccharide. First, you have to calculate the quantities of calcium gluconate and calcium disaccharide. Once both of these ingredients are ready, then water for injection, boil first, filter through G4 filter, and no visible particle must be visible. And both powder ingredient then dissolve into boiling water for injection. Why we are using this boiled water for injection? Because calcium gluconate is not soluble or sparingly soluble in cold water. That's why we are using boiled water for injection. Once both of these ingredients dissolve in boiled water for injection, then filter through G4 filter, and volume made up with hot water for injection and sealed in ampoules. And once the sealing is done, then the solution was autoclaved terminally for sterilization. Precautions to prevent the crystallization: calcium gluconate 5% replaced by calcium salt, except calcium chloride. Why to accept calcium chloride? Because it causes the irritation and tissue necrosis. Then dissolve in boiling water and filter hot. No stirring with the glass rod, which may act as a nucleus for precipitation reaction. So using glass rod or any metal spatula is strictly avoided. Ampoule should be clean and free from any foreign particles. So if there is a presence of any single foreign particle, that may work as a nuclei and there may be a formation of crystals. So during filling, check the neck of ampoule should not contain any solution. Otherwise, charring will take place and charred particle may act as a nuclei for crystal formation. So during filling, what happens generally? The tip of your needle may contain some traces of calcium gluconate. So when you are going to fill your ampoules with this type of injection, generally we are going to fill your ampoules by using syringe having a needle. So needle tip may contain some traces of calcium gluconate. So when you are going to transfer this solution into the ampoules, so what happens if the tip of your needle touches with the neck of ampoules during sealing? The traces of calcium gluconate may get burned and it may form a charred particle. Charred particle मतलब क्या है? Calcium gluconate burn होने के बाद वहाँ पे blackish particles आपको दिखाई देंगे. And this black particle may work as a nuclei for crystal formation. So we have to take care of that. The tip of needle should not touches the neck of ampoules. Acid. Now this is the assay procedure. So assay procedure is used to find out how much percentage of calcium gluconate is present in your ampoules. So if the stated amount is 10% weight by volume, then as per IP, the specification must be 8.5 to 9.5%. And the factor is each ml of remainder of 0.5% disodium EDTA is equivalent to 0.02242 gram of calcium gluconate. So by using this procedure, we can calculate the percent purity of calcium gluconate. So this is labeling information. So at the top, you have to write down calcium gluconate injection, 10% weight by volume, IP, composition, calcium gluconate, calcium disaccharide, water for injection, concentration of ions, direction that it is not should not be refrigerated. Likewise, then cautions, uh, then category, manufacturing number, batch number, everything you have to mention on this label. And then this is batch manufacturing record. As we discussed earlier for sodium chloride and ascorbic acid injection, same information to be written on this batch manufacturing record. The result, calcium gluconate injection IP was prepared and evaluated. Then prepared calcium gluconate injection IP does. अगर complies होता है तो you have to write down here complies. If it is not complies, then you have to write down not complies. Likewise. So when your injection will be complies or not complies, if the assay of calcium gluconate lies in between 8.5 to 9.4%, then your injection will complies as per IP limit. So this is all about the calcium gluconate injection.